Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome to Monster Hunter Rise Part 40. This one's going to be a special one, as we are going to go find all the runes and all the maps. So, it's just going to be a lot of me going to one location to the next, so I hope you enjoy.
Worth it.
How may I help?
If I'm correct, you've pieced enough notes together to form a complete message, yes? Well then, if you don't mind. Well, I see now. Egad, to think such a thing came to pass. Yes, that was an enlightening reading indeed. As thanks, I shall present you with an especially exclusive article, one not usually available in my stores.
Come back anytime.
How about this weather, Which quest would you like? Be careful out there.
I'm ready. What's this?
this is where number 10 should be. I accidentally grabbed it earlier on, but this is where number 9 should be. Alrighty guys, so we found all of them. I'm gonna read them out as well as show you what we got for finding all of them. So we'll start with the Shrine Ruins. Shrine Ruins Message 1. The water in these lands is pure. Clean water enriches the soil. From rich soil sprouts new life. Prayer brings water. This land was home to many a god, but they shunned people. Thus the land was only admired with envy from afar. Then without warning, a bolt of lightning resounded through the night. When dawn broke, the gods were gone. The people began to gather in this blessed land, erecting many a shrine to venerate the departed gods. Graced by abundance, the people lived a bountiful and peaceful life, filling the lands with prayers. Moons passed, times changed. The people became arrogant and thankless. As they did so, the land fell into desolation. Then, one night, a gale swept the land before halting abruptly, as though it were the breath of a divine being. In its wake appeared the gods, thought to have vanished. Terrified, the people fled from their ire. The people begged for clemency, but the deities raged regardless, chasing the mortals away. Time devoured the people's shrines and prayers, but eventually pure water and rich oil returned to nurture new life. Frost Island's Message. After many a long year on the high seas, the ship's harpoon reduced the dragon to naught but a sinking berg on the waves. The crew of veteran soldiers, their duty fulfilled, moored alongside a snowy shore, quite saved for the lapping tide. Quiet save for the lapping tide. But their ship, fatally scathed, split in two. The men resigned themselves to a Pyrrhic victory and uneasy morrows. Day 1. We awoke to a pale shore marred by claw marks and signs of battle. Someone said they heard a lullaby. Day 2. Our scouts returned without their weapons, claiming they saw a shadow dragging a bloody knife behind them. Day 3. We all hid in the ship, shivering not from the cold, but fear. Some whispers that the isle is cursed. Day 10. Before we knew it, there were monsters everywhere, scratching at the ship's hulls, howling and panic followed. Day 16. The beast feast was at an end, as were any courage or valiance, where once noble warriors had possessed. What had summoned those monsters were the very remains of that mighty wyvern, growing in strength even after defeat. Maybe it was a curse, neither the ship nor the bones will tell, for they have long disappeared into the marine snow. Flooded Forest Message. Long ago, a feline came to the flooded forest, seeking a giant fish of lore, but he was tailed by a meddlesome Mealinx. When the feline wasn't looking, the Mealinx snatched his bag, leaving him with nothing but a single piece of meat. Defeated, the feline collapsed in frustration when he realized that there was a hungry snake right under his nose. The feline tore off some meat for the snake, and it hissed happily, "Feed the stream, and it will feed you." Confused, the feline nevertheless threw his last morsel into the stream. Then, suddenly, thousands of fish appeared. It was not the mythic creature he'd sought, but he was delighted anyway, and filled his pockets to the brim. The greedy Mealinx, seeing this, said to itself, "If I throw in a bunch, I'll get even more fish back for myself." He gathered a heap of meat and tossed it all in, only to be greeted by the gaping maw of the legendary giant fish. The Mealinx took one look at that monster and fled for his life, dropping the feline's belongings in the process. And so, having seen the fabled fish, the feline thanked his serpentine friend and set off in search of new adventures. Sandy Plains message. There was an old hunter, long separated from his hometown, who yearned to reunite with those he had left behind. Despite his old age, he persisted in having his aching muscles and ragged bones forward one step after another. A map showed that his village was just over the horizon, but an unfamiliar wasteland sprawled between him and it. Barely escaping the hungry jaws of countless monsters, he pressed on, willful that he would put this savage land behind him ere long. Several days passed with no sign of his home anywhere. He began to fear some fault in the map had led him astray. Then finally he came upon a path that plunged into the underbelly of the void. Shaken, uneasy, he descended it withal. This building was familiar. He knew it too well, but no wonder he couldn't find it. It had been buried under the sand. Hoping to find something left behind, anything, he entered his old house. On the wall was written this message. As the crimson glow falls upon us, our fat people flee this land, but I promise to survive that we too may reunite. And so the old hunter set out once more, vowing never to rest or falter, as he yet had a duty to his love to fulfill. Lava Caverns message. We soon embark on the first exploration of the lava caverns, a tract beset by crag and fire, yet laced with greenery. Day 17. Botanic and zoological studies have yielded no insight into the biota's survival in such an environment. Out of the blue, I was knocked to the ground by a rumble from the earth. Mere volcanic activity, perhaps? Day 19. For every effect, there must be a cause. After a day of observation, I have identified a cycle in the tremors. This phenomenon simply cannot be self-supported. I hypothesize that it is the creation of someone or something. Day 38. The pulse intensifies. I must curb my passion and make ready to begin fieldwork. The source awaits me. Day 39. We are in danger. All at once, monsters have appeared in droves. They are vicious. The camp is no longer safe. The hunters have advised me to vacate. Unfortunately, it seems I must abandon the investigation if I am to survive. The pulse in this anomaly may be related, but I have no way to corroborate that now. Further research is impossible. Someone out there would continue my research, venture into the beach cave. The answer should be there. Rampage message. We were raised in a peaceful village. The pure wind chased out evil and the calm flames illuminated our path. But one night, a dark cloud descended, blotting out the sun, and we were beset by savage tempests and feral lightning. Recalling ancient tales of the calamity, we sang in supplication, "Fearsome gales, be still, we beg of you." For we faced a terrible rampage, an eternal cycle of misfortune, that which flattens forests and scatters rivers. Tasked by the other, we hunters stood fast, arms at the ready, spirits high, steeled to fend off the calamity. And as the fury of the rampage fell upon us, our priestess prayed, "Sacred flames, guide us in our time of need." But alas, our defenses fell, one after another, and then the hellfire beasts attacked, sealing our defeat. Flames quenched and hopes dashed. I doubted if I was truly fit to carry the sword given to me by the elder. Yet my pledge to restore the village became my guiding light. Our legacy was strong. I was not alone. It is a burden that I now gladly bear. I shall lead this village and its people to a new refuge from the rampage. So yeah, that is all of the messages that you can get on all the different maps. And then what you get as a reward is the trinkets. So you get the Azuros carving, Magnum Hollow carving, Tranodon carving, Grosferon carving, Shatten carving, Somnicanth, Izuchi, Almadron, Achnazome, the Rakna Kadaki, and I believe that's it. So yeah, so you get all those. to get. So that's all you get from it. So hope you enjoyed this informative and really laxed episode, and I will see you in the next one. Good times.